Welcome to the Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. I'm Kelly, mom of 2 teenagers, serial entrepreneur, and lover of all things that inspire and empower women. After years of supporting women on their journeys, I'm thrilled to be here to spotlight the powerhouse women who make Fort Mill so special.
And I'm Leah, mom of a very busy toddler and your go-to financial guru for making sense of money and planning for the future. I absolutely love helping women feel confident in their finances. And together, Kelly and I are here to connect you with the stories, tips, and insights that can help you thrive personally and professionally.
Every week, we're inviting you to join us for a quick 20-minute chat with local female business owners, women who are really changing the game here in Fort Mill.
You'll walk away with new ideas, practical advice, and a deeper connection to the community. Whether you're seeking motivation, actionable tips to grow your business, or just a bit of solidarity and the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, you're in the right place.
This is the Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Let's dive in and meet the incredible women here in our community. Welcome back to the Women of Fort Mill podcast. Today you're listening to episode 3, and this is Kelly Hoover. I am incredibly excited to introduce my amazing co-host, Leah Williams. In just a few minutes, you got to know a little bit about me in our last episode, but this episode is all about Leah, and we're going to learn a little bit more about her background and truly understand why she is so excited to be a part of this. So welcome, Leah.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm so thrilled to be here and share a little bit about, what brought me here, what brought our paths together to work on this podcast and get to know our listeners.
Yes. Awesome. I am excited too. So Leah, let's just dive right in. Tell everyone a little bit. I know a lot about you, your life, your entrepreneurial life, all the success and things that you have had. But I know a lot of our listeners don't know who Leah Williams is. So we want to get to know you today. Let's just start off a little bit about the passion that you have in your family life. Tell us a little bit about who Leah is and a little bit about your family.
Well, I will say I've had a long growth journey. I think we all, depending on the seasons of life, the things that we go through that we learn from that start to change who we are and how we see the world. And I'm so grateful for all of the hard things that have happened because it has brought me to this place. And it really is the reason why I have the passions I have now. I am very blessed to be married to another entrepreneur. He owns his own business and is massively successful. He is one of those people where if he wants to learn something, he can learn anything, whether it's on YouTube. I mean, he could start any business he wanted to. So that means that he's also very supportive of me as an entrepreneur, which is really a gift for those of you that have businesses. You know what a blessing a supportive spouse is. And of course, we have our feisty 2-year-old. So our little boy keeps us crazy busy. And for all the moms out there that have been through this stage in life or are currently in it, you know what I'm talking about. I tried to put lots of concealer on today to hide the dark circles. But it's a blessing. And like what a lot of parents told me when I was pregnant was this will be such a growth journey in having a child because it's almost like being in leadership or managing a team where you have to be your best when you are leading others. And it causes you to be a better person when you're a parent. And while I am so far from perfect, Calvin helps me to be a better me. And of course, hope to be a good mom for him. But outside of that, I have this enormous passion for supporting women based on a lot of things that happened on my journey through life. I saw the value of women lifting up others because one woman's encouragement can truly make the difference in how you see yourself and what you believe you can accomplish, which is why I think we're both so excited, to be doing this because we want to do that for others.
Yeah, I love it. I will never forget our very first time meeting. We met over at Knowledge Perk for coffee. You shared with me like your story and how you really ended up in this entrepreneur space and some good things and some challenging things. And, that's the beauty behind it is one of the things I admire so much about you is, yes, having a toddler is challenging. Having a husband and a wife that are entrepreneurs is challenging, but you just lead your life with such grace and constantly giving. You are constantly giving to others regardless of good or challenging times, right? And so I love that about you because you truly have that heart. And I know that is part of what has made you so successful. So thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about kind of how you ended up like being an entrepreneur. Tell us a little bit about that story of how you ended up in this place serving women.
Well, I will condense a very long story into a very short one, but it will help people understand the real life experience that created not only the person that I am today, but the things that I'm passionate about and pursued. So many years ago, I was married before, and like a lot of women have experienced a really unhealthy relationship, whether you're married or not. And leaving that and coming out of something that broke you down as a person and finding yourself in a place that you never thought you would. And for me, that was really in all areas, but I recognized that I knew nothing about finances and felt so inept in this core piece of life because I was the person that, oh, my husband does that, right? Which is typical. And having these newfound responsibilities and also having a little bit of, at the time, maybe a little unhealthy revenge. When I get back, I will show you. I had this fire to learn and understand and never be reliant on anyone ever again because I wanted to be the person that could support others, whether it be, parents, family, friends, and I never wanted to have to rely on someone ever again. So that fire and desire to learn and take this inadequacy and turn it into one of the greatest sources of confidence in my life. That's kind of the driver behind being in the industry that I am, being a financial planner, and of course, wanting to impart what I have learned through hard things in life to help other women maybe avoid them themselves, but also have an area that a lot of women sometimes don't feel confident about. And my belief is that it's all about education and how information is given. And I think that especially in the financial world, it's given in a way that I think men understand well, but men and women, as we know, are very different. So that's the other key element is if women are given information in the right manner, we're unstoppable. I mean, we can do incredible things. So that's what gets me really excited, not just in what I do on a daily basis, the financial side of it, but really in every other aspect of life to be able to have the mindset of, if I want to do something, why not? And while I still struggle with doubt and am I good enough? But what I found is that when I can be that person for other women, it helps me be that person for myself too, helping give them confidence. So that's what led me into the entrepreneur journey a little over 9 years ago when I got into this industry. It's been an amazing growth journey and it will never end, but that's kind of the purpose behind it and then what keeps me going.
I love that. And, while you were sharing that, all I can think of is that tagline. It's like, make your mess your message. And I love that you really took something that you knew. I mean, let's be real, women in finances, there's a lot of people who just put that off and put it onto their spouse and don't really understand. And I definitely have been one of those, and so I love the fact that you focus specifically on women and the men they love.
Yes.
And really, truly helping educate and deliver the knowledge in a way that we can understand. So I love that. Tell us a little bit about what inspires you? Like what gets Leah out of bed in the morning? What is really something that is the center of your purpose?
There's multiple things, but I would say the top ones are definitely my son, being able to give him a life that I never had and the opportunity to be able to pour into this little person. As you have 2 teenage daughters. And so you can see all the hard work that you put in when they were young and seeing them be amazing young women now. I think that while there's enormous responsibility that comes with that, knowing that I get to help shape the person that he'll be makes me want to be a better person. So that's a huge driver for me. Being able to give him opportunities. Definitely don't want to give him everything, right? He's got to have some grittiness in him, good work ethic, but making an impact. I think I've shared this with you before. I've been working with coaches and really trying to learn, who am I? What do I need to make me feel like I'm living a full life? And one of the biggest things is impact. I have to know that I've made an impact in the lives of people that I love and care about. So first my family, but the different people that I engage with, whether it's making a connection for someone when they're in the early years of their business, that really means a lot. Whether it's telling another woman something that they probably know, but it's just maybe a hard day and they need to be reminded of the badass that they are. Whatever it is, that makes me thrive to know that I could help in some way. And I can't help in every way, but I feel like I need that to feel fulfilled because people have invested in me and I would be a different person if there weren't some key women along the path. Kathy Hodge, I remember she was one of the most incredible women after I first got a divorce, and she started this growth journey for me. So too much is given, much is required. So try to help as much as I can.
I love that. And you do a really great job at it. And it's one of those things, I think that's part of really what this podcast is all about, to connect those people and both of us wanting to be able to serve. And you're so natural at it, Leah. You really are. And that leads me to my next question is, tell us a little bit about why this podcast and what really has you excited about just the vision behind Women of Fort Mill.
Well, I'll be honest, with all of the things on our regular life and business plate, like you and I have talked about before, it probably doesn't make sense to others. I've told some people, you took on something else. What are you doing? Do you have time? But when you think about the things in your life that you get the most joy out of, you feel you can make an impact with, some things you have to do in life, and there are other things that are opportunities that fill your cup. And to me, this platform, this opportunity to meet incredible women where we live, to do everything we can to support them and their business and share the value that they have to share with the world, that fills my cup. And I think it's a great opportunity to be able to help others through doing something that you love and featuring nonprofits. I know that's a joint passion for both of us. I truly believe that as much as we would all love to do everything that we can, we're limited on time. But if we can use the time to make as big of an impact and put nonprofits in front of people and spread the word, man, that's exciting. So I'm thrilled about that too, is to share some of these amazing causes that these nonprofits are focused on and spread the word and help them make a bigger impact.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. And just cannot wait to see where this podcast and the connections go. So thank you so much for sharing part of who you are. And I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know Leah Williams a little more. Here's our ask. We want to connect with you. We would love for you to be a part of the podcast, whether it's being a guest on Women of Fort Mill podcast, whether it's being a sponsor, whether it's being part of our community activities that are coming up, our launch party, being a part of our Instagram. We want to invite you. This is an invitation that we want you to be a part of this community. I know one of the things and how really Leah and I met is being part of another community. And when you're a part of something, you get out what you put in often, right? And so we're inviting you to be a part of this community. How can you do that? So you can follow us on Instagram. Head over to Instagram and follow us at Women of Fort Mill SC. We want you to be a part. Share it. Share this episode. Share other episodes. Invite people to follow in. Join our email list. If you head to the link in the bio or the link right here in the show notes, you can join our email list, and we will not bombard you with emails. It will be an update about the episode that is coming out, the nonprofit or the special guest that will be on. If there's any updates or any events, or you yourself want to be included in that, we want you to be a part of it as well. So join the email list, follow us on Instagram. And if you are interested in being featured right here on the podcast, whether you have a nonprofit, you have a business, or you have something that we can all learn from, and it's not definitely limited to just business owners. If you have something that you believe the Women of Fort Mill should and want and need to know, we want to be able to feature you. So you can go through the link in the bio, again, here in the show notes or on Instagram, and you can fill out the questionnaire, the little application, so that we know you are interested. And we're always looking for sponsors. Those sponsors will get a incredible shout outs on Instagram right here on the podcast as well. And then in our weekly updates for our newsletter. So we're so excited. We're grateful that you are following us right here on the platform you're listening to. And if you are already loving the information that you're receiving and the connections, we would love to receive a 5-star review It is exactly how we will grow this community and grow this podcast. So give us a review. Tell us what you think. And we're excited. Anything in closing, Leah, you would like to share before we conclude this episode?
I think it's just to reiterate the connection. I think that sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone to connect with someone else can be a little scary in the beginning, as we all know, but it can radically change your life. So I would say connect with the people around you, connect with us so that we can expand your network. We can add value anywhere we can, and just see what happens when you open yourself up to genuine connection with amazing people.
Fantastic. Thank you guys. It's Kelly and Leah, and we will see you on the next episode of Women of Fort Mill podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. We love bringing you the stories of these incredible women, and we hope you're walking away with a little extra inspiration every week. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to rate and review us wherever you listen. It helps us reach more amazing women like you and grow our supportive community.
And for all the latest updates, tips, and behind-the-scenes fun, make sure to follow us over on Instagram, Women of Fort Mill Podcast, and tag us to share what inspires you each week. Plus, join our email list to stay connected, be the very first to know about the new episodes and fun events. Thanks for being a part of our Fort Mill family. We'll see you next week with another inspiring woman right here at Women of Fort Mill Podcast.